Hi guys, it's Carol. How are you? My granddaughter Taylor and I are feeling a little crafty. So she's going to make a pillow and I'm going to make some bookmarks. So come along and watch us, okay? Here we go. All that time. Taylor is going to make a heart-shaped pillow.
Grandma, apparently those are not sharper because they would not cut.
We're having trouble finding a pair of scissors that will actually cut anything. You know, I told you I'm having a no-spend February, or maybe I didn't tell you that. I don't know, but anyway, we're trying not to spend any money. This is an old fleece blanket we had that Taylor didn't care if we cut up. So I took a piece of paper and made a heart pattern. And then she's cutting about 1.5 inches away from the edge. And what we're going to do is you will cut straight in 1.5 inches and tie it off. You've seen those kind of things like dog beds and pillows and things. So that's what we're doing. After she cuts this one heart out, then we're going to use that bigger heart for the pattern for the back side. So that's what we're doing today. Then we're going to stuff it with stuffing and have a little pillow. We looked on Pinterest where the instructions were to do this, and it said 1.5 inches, like right here.
I would do it a little longer because this is kind of challenging.
I think it should be more like 2.5 because it's really hard to tie because they're so short.
The thinner, the better. This one is way easier to tie than the thicker ones.
Okay, so you're not going to do them so wide. Okay, Taylor's about halfway done. She's going to leave a gap, about a, 3-inch gap to stick the stuffing in. And then when she gets it all stuffed, then she'll tie those. But she's been cutting these more like in half that size.
Sometimes even less. Like, this is the width that I've been doing. Because the thick ones are impossible to do. And we thought that we made them too short. But some of these I actually had to cut because when they get skinny, they actually stretch a whole bunch. So even if it is this long, some of them were like this long and I had to actually snip them. So you don't need to make it probably just 1.5 inches, probably 2 inches. And when you do them like this, it's impossible. But when you do them about half the size, like closer to this, it makes it really easy. And it makes the seams so much tighter, so you've got a less chance of losing your stuffing through a hole.
Yeah. And she has this on the bottom of a cookie sheet because we were trying out this roller, and I didn't want her to cut the top of my card table.
More than it already is.
Here is Taylor's completed little pillow. That was a lot of fun for her to do. And that blanket that we used, I think was a $2 or maybe $3 blanket we got at Walmart a couple of years ago. But anyway, it's fleece, so that worked out well. We could make a gazillion pillows if we wanted to out of that one blanket. So I'm sure that's cheaper than buying fabric. Okay, here's my bookmarks. Okay, you know, I told you I wanted to make Valentine bookmarks to give to my family because we're on our no spend month. I have these index cards. I've got a gazillion of them. Boy, when I was in high school, these were thick. These are barely thicker than paper.
You can buy thick ones at the store.
Oh, you can?
But it costs extra money.
Well, anyway, I don't have a laminator, and I don't want to spend money for something like that. So I have this tape, packing tape. I'm going to, what I did was was one before I colored on it. I put it here and I measured what size I wanted it to be because I wanted a little bit of tape on either side to secure it. And I punched a hole here, but I'm not going to punch the hole in here until after I tape it. That was just for me to, because actually it was because I forgot and I just did it first. Anyway, I cut my piece of index card that wide, and then I just drew hearts on there. You can see the pencil where I drew them, and Taylor got alcohol-based markers.
Yeah.
And she let me borrow some of her alcohol-based markers, so I did that. And then I traced this on a piece of scrapbook paper that I had in my stash. And I cut it out, and I'm going to put that on the back. And then we did a grocery order. I ordered some ribbon. I did spend money. I spent 47 cents on a roll of 1/4-inch red, like satin ribbon that I'm going to, put through there and tie to make a bookmark. This is the back side. You probably can't even see it. I can't see it. But right there, I put a little, about an inch-long strip of double-sided tape to secure this until I get the tape on the whole thing. A glue stick would have worked, but I don't know where a glue stick is, although I have bukus.
An entire box full, full to the top, a shoebox, not a shoebox, a little pencil case, full to the top.
Box. Yeah, I just put it in a very safe place. Well, I can't finish my bookmarks until tomorrow when I get the grocery order to get the tape and the ribbon. So I'm just going to color several more of these, and I'm coloring them because I want to use them for Patty's treasure hunt, and this will be my heart thing I'm coloring. So I'll finish them in a video tomorrow. Here's one of my very own public service announcements coming up. Can't even talk. Hang on. I know. I just bought Fabuloso for the first time. There is a recall on, I think, 4.9 million bottles of Fabuloso. But they give you the numbers, and the numbers are in the plastic, like right there.
They're just barely engraved, and they're right above this label. And you have to put the bottle at an angle to actually see it.
Well, anyway, Taylor looked up the numbers for me. My bottle was not one of the ones, but just Google Fabuloso recall if you're concerned about it, and it will give you a set of 4 numbers that if your bottle has those numbers on it, then you need to take it back for a refund. This is what an article in New York Times said about Fabuloso. About 4.9 million bottles of the multipurpose cleaning product Fabuloso have been recalled because they may contain a bacteria that can cause serious infection in people with weakened immune systems and other health risks. This was announced today, which is Wednesday. Fabuloso's manufacturer, Colgate-Palmolive, said in a statement that a preservative had not been added at the intended levels during the manufacturing process, and that the inadequate amount of preservative might have allowed bacteria to grow. It says Colgate-Palmolive advises people to stop using the recalled cleaners and not to empty the bottles before throwing them away. About 3.9 million of the recalled bottles had not been sold, so there's only 1 million out there. The recall also included about 56,000 bottles of the cleaner sold in Canada. People who purchase the recalled bottles should contact Colgate-Palmolive for a refund or for a free replacement product. So there you go. Again, if you Google it, they have 4 numbers, production numbers, and you look on your bottle, and if yours has one of those 4 numbers, then you've got a bad bottle. Well, that's it for today, guys. I will finish these bookmarks tomorrow and put hashtag Patty's Treasure Hunt. Okay, hope you guys are doing well. Let me know what's going on at your home. I hope your weather's good. Oh my gosh, Maine has been like the North Pole. I'm so sorry to hear about the very cold temperatures you guys have. We were 74 on the weekend. Tomorrow our high's going to be 36. Bye.